I already got in the garage. That was a very bumpy ride. There's something wrong with the pedal. I don't know why, but even though the pedal's up, when you connect to the battery, it still drives forward. Got it all hooked up. This is the setup. I'm gonna try it out how it works. This tire, these two tires were flat. I just had to re-pump them just now. So I already bought new tires. I'm gonna replace the seat. Obviously this is just temporary, so I can drive this around, see how it is. I'm also gonna put in a battery switch right here, so I can just disconnect the battery in case something happens, and also just turn off, so it doesn't discharge. One thing with the pedal though, I don't know what the hell is wrong with this pedal, but I have to keep this lid off. Whenever I put the lid on, it'll like the motor will be running, even though I don't click on the accelerometer. So not sure what the issue with that is. I'm still gonna figure it out. It was filled with water, so might be some damage. Might have to replace some parts. But yeah, let's test it out, see how it goes. It's gonna help so much with carrying camera equipment, machinery, etc. With this, what I want to do, since the battery's so small, I just want to put it to the side and make a little box here, and pretty much have all my power tools and stuff here, all my everything that I need when I drive around, instead of going back and forth a million times. This is gonna be so helpful. I'm really happy about this. Changed out the tires on these. Got a new seat. The tires were like $80 per pair, so it was like 160 something. Still need to figure out a charging system and add the battery balancing for this. I'm also going to put it in the foam and put a lighter. I already bought the fabric for the top of this, but yeah, going pretty well. I'm really happy with this. Here, why is there a lot of water? Seems like the pigs dug that out somehow and broke the fitting, so I gotta fix that today. A lot of water. Really glad I had this golf cart because I had that wire hanging around in the back and I was able to quickly tie that down, so really happy with this thing. Piglets are a lot bigger. They got the zoomies, as you see, so they're a lot thicker and fatter too, so they're eating well. Even though they're only a week old, I keep out food for them because they do eat it, they do chew on it a little bit, and it's better to have some than none. So always good to have one of these for the piglets away from moms all the time, so whenever they're ready to start eating and start getting weaned off, they can do it as quickly as possible. I'm gonna since this battery is so small, I'm just gonna put it here in the corner and make this like a huge open storage for tools and stuff, because I want to pretty much keep stuff like this with me at all times in case something like that happens, chainsaw, etc., dry space. But yeah, this is all that's needed for the fix. I also need to find the T that's going to be up there. So the way I have it set up, I have a line that runs all the way across here, which is what that line is. There's buried into the ground so that the sun doesn't heat it up. And I have the irrigation going across and wraps around this tree and uses the tree as the support. Only problem is that I guess one of the times I was disconnecting and reconnecting this fence right here, I got this irrigation on that side of the fence, so I'm gonna cut it off from the T and bring it over on this side, and then I'm gonna zip tie or wire tie it around here so that the hose doesn't go into the pig's pens anymore. This hosing system is very similar to PEX, but just cheaper and lighter gauge. The most important thing is to put on these ring things before you put it on the barb T. Another great thing about this pipe is if you want to shut it off really quickly, you just bend it back and forth twice and it does a pretty good job, which is what I did here with the wire. So while I got the parts, but once you put it on the barbs, you just put it on there, slide the crimp on, do it with the tool, and just pinch it. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but yeah, I'm gonna do it properly with two hands on the rest of these, and that's it. It's that quick and easy. There we go. I put a wire tie around this so that this doesn't go into the pig pen. Yeah, it's pretty quick and simple. While I'm at here, I'm gonna fix this one too, which has been loose for a while now. They don't drink from this one because they have a little opening there that they go to this pen through. But I'm gonna fix this one too to avoid this one getting break. There we go, really quick. I just put a second tie here to raise it up here. Put a second tie around. I put like 2 wire ties at the trees. It's a little tall, but it was fine with them. They're little big pigs. Yeah, I mean, so simple and quick. Another benefit about this is to always have a secondary supply, just in case something bad happens. You know, the first one is primarily for the piglets, but this one is, you know. And this is a very simple setup. I just have a nipple. You could get these on Amazon. They're like $5. No, sorry, they're like $2 or not even each. They're so cheap. And just put them on an angle, a piece of metal pipe. Put an adapter to the 1/2-inch irrigation pipe and do a wire tie. There's a galvanized wire up there. I prefer stainless steel. I've noticed that the galvanized ones, they corrode a lot quicker. But yeah, that was a quick fix. That was like probably not even 5 minutes. So time for the skid steer. These are the ones that are going out for me, and why did you touch the electric fence? And they act like doggies. They like to run around me, they like to push into me. They're not scared, they're just playing around. But this is what I use to feed them. It's 15% commodity mix. And yeah, they love it. And if you notice their noses have a ring on them, or 2 rings. I kind of messed it up. I should have put 1 in the middle. It does help them from stopping rooting a little bit, but it definitely isn't the best.